over Eddie Mansfield. Their opponents in this match.
We are the greatest tag team in the world today. Feel ready. You announce us as that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest tag team in the world today, Eddie Mansfield and Dr. D. David Schultz. Now their opponents from Hawaii, weighing 250 pounds, Dean Ho. And from Virginia, weighing 200 pounds, Mike Webb. One fall, 15-minute time limit.
Dean Ho against Mike Webb, and Mike Webb against the Hollywood Connection. Eddie Mansfield and David Schultz, and it's Ho out for his team, and Eddie Mansfield out for the Hollywood Connection. The Continental Lover, he calls himself, and watch the Hawaiian move. Scoops him, bodies him, and Mansfield kicks him away. He's up. Ho is there and waiting with the arm drag, and the tag goes to Mike Webb. And we're getting our first look at Mike Webb, and my first comment is going to be that this young man needs to bulk up a little bit, dude, because he's fighting these men quite a bit of weight, and when you go to that canvas field, that's all important, that bulk.
Mike Webb, high school wrestler out of Virginia, who has gotten in the professional ranks in less. I agree with you. He needs about another 150 pounds.
We're going to hurt that boy.
Eddie Mansfield yelling at us, they're going to hurt that boy. Oh, young man getting as we mentioned in the first bout, when you take on...
Hey, look at that, David Schultz slapping the man. Now, there's no call for that, Les. Look there.
Schultz trying to embarrass the young man, and Schultz throws a shot into the side of the head with the forearm that staggers him. And Schultz now concentrating on embarrassment.
Well, you know, Les, for the last 3 or 4 weeks, we've heard Eddie Mansfield and David Schultz holler, we want some competition. We want some competition. Here's Mansfield dropping Webb's head into the canvas again. He says, we want some competition. Dean Ho has not been able to make the tag. Mike Webb is in serious trouble as Mansfield goes to the top rope and drops that knee across Mike Webb. We might get a 2 count. Let's see. Well, no. Mansfield picks him up.
They pull him up. Phil, something I did not mention right here at the beginning of this match was the fact that it had been scheduled for Dick Slater to be Dean Ho's partner, and of course, young Mike Webb is the last-minute replacement. Slater hurt about 24 hours ago. To what extent, I'm not sure, but this is the reason that he's not with us today and not in this match. And of course, I'm sure Dean Ho is realizing that it's necessary for him to get back in the ring if his team is going to come any place close to holding their own here, Phil.
Mike Webb needs to make that tag, and they are really dishing out the punishment to Mike Webb right now. I'll see how he stays in there. He has caught the brunt of this frustration, I guess, of Mansfield and Schultz.
The fact that this young man is getting back to his feet says something for his determination anyway. But of course, Mansfield and Schultz are looking to build their reputation, and they're not adverse to doing it with anybody in place. They realize this young man is inexperienced, and they're taking every advantage that they can.
They've got to get that tag. Hey, Dean Ho has got to come out and relieve this young man, get him out of the ring. He's getting murdered in there. And there's no cause for Schultz, and they could have won this match 20 minutes ago.
They certainly should have pinned this young man. And again, Mansfield pulls him up by the hair. The backbreaker by Mansfield to the second rope. Back to single maneuver and off with a stomp into the chest.
That should do it. That should do it for Mike Webb. He should stay down and try to get the count. You know, we've seen mismatches in boxing matches, Les. This has to be a mismatch right now.
Oh, and Schultz, that diving knee as Webb comes off the rope, and there it is. Mike Webb is finished, and Schultz and Mansfield bail out with the win in hand. Let's roll that instant replay, and the voice you hear now, I'm sure you know, is Eddie Mansfield. And
5 pounds, Jimmy Golden. One fall match, 15-minute time limit.
Jimmy Golden against Ted Allen, and it should be quite a good wrestling match. Both are fine athletes. Golden with the height and the weight advantage and the experience advantage. But Ted Allen, we have watched him grow into a very proficient professional wrestler right here in our ring. Ted with the waist lock, Jimmy with the wrist lock, Ted with the reversal, Jimmy with a takedown, and we're seeing a lot of good give and take action here.
That's right. Now I'd like to remind our wrestling fans, if you'd like to be a part of Southeastern Championship Wrestling, we invite you to our taping every Saturday morning at the Channel 10 studios in Knoxville, Tennessee. We tape our program every Saturday morning at 11:30, and you're going to be a guest. No tickets required, no admission.
Exactly. Coming to join us. And what's this kind of action? The hip lock by Golden. Allen kicks him away, moves in, goes to the headlock, throws the hip in to take down reversal, head scissors. Allen slips free, and they're back to the starting position.
A lot of good wrestling right here in this match. Young Ted Allen, Jimmy Golden shake hands. We're going to see a good wrestling match, good scientific match, I feel.
You know, we saw the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion, Tony Charles, in an earlier bout, and Jimmy Golden, of course, has wrestled for the World's Junior Heavyweight title, and I'm sure he's going to be one of the many challengers for Tony, along with a gentleman we'll be talking to later, Kevin Sullivan, who was formerly the United States Junior Heavyweight Champion. And this young man, Ted Allen, I'd say, is no more than a year away from being a challenger himself.
And Jimmy and again, Ted Allen shake hands. Jimmy caught Ted with an elbow just a moment ago. Comes up with a headlock and the takedown. Hip lock, headlock combination there. And Jimmy right now has Ted Allen with the back to the canvas. Referee Zach Murray looks like he might want to start the count, but changes his mind. Gets that one count. Ted Allen gets his shoulders up off of the canvas. Jimmy arching back, trying to keep the pressure on Ted Allen.
Of course, Jimmy is applying the pressure with that headlock. Allen rolls him, trying to put those shoulders down for that 3 count, but Jimmy back over as he picks his balance up and uses that to bring himself back to a sitting position. You know, as I was mentioning, Jimmy, of course, is in a position with his weight factor to gain or drop 5 pounds, can go to either division, the junior heavyweight or the heavyweight. Of course, the cutoff limit is 230 pounds. And Jimmy can go to either side of that with no problem at all. With his speed and combination of holes, he's a tough competitor in either division.
You know, Jimmy was away from the Southeastern area for a while, Les, and he came back and he says, Les, I am ready to get back in the thick of things, get back in the battle, the wars for the titles. And, of course, it's going to be a long road to hoe for Jimmy because we've got some great competition in the area.
Yes, sir. The head scissors still being applied by Allen, but Jimmy slips out and comes up with the double reverse toe hold now, and sitting in on Ted Allen. Allen trying to pull himself out from under because he's in no position to move and finds the rope. A good tactical movement.
You know, we've watched Ted Allen as he's progressed through the ranks here in the last year or so, last 2 years in Southeastern wrestling, and each time he comes back with a little bit more ring savvy than when he left.
Yes, he does. Ted's a fine little athlete, and as you say, has been growing and learning right here with us, and he has improved with each and every outing. A good little softball player, too. A great little third baseman. Jimmy trying to pull Allen up off his feet. That height advantage could do it. Jimmy dropping down. Ted applying the pressure to full Nelson.
It's hard for a little man like that to get the big man down from that position, but he does it.
Look at him hang on. He comes up trying for the ride now. Jimmy hooks the leg. Allen trying to find a handle. And both men, look at Jimmy barreling in there, putting that weight into it and driving on his man. But Allen tenaciously hangs on, and there in the ropes, he'll get the break.
Our fans are seeing some great matches here on Southeastern Championship Wrestling. This match right here, this could be a good wedge for young Ted Allen in his career.
You're talking about height advantage. You know, in my wrestling career, I'm only about 5'9½", and so a lot of times you take a man with that much height advantage, you right away write off several holes that you won't try to apply because you can't really get the leverage with that height difference to make them effective. Allen in, going up high, trying to ride him out, but Golden hangs on. Allen's foot slipped. He was trying to set his feet in there to bring Jimmy out to center ring, flip him over, and Jimmy was able to hang on to those ropes and shake Ted free. Ted couldn't get a good Jimmy with a tackle. Ted Allen up and dumps him again. Ted was setting up for a backdrop, I do believe. Jimmy moved in on him quicker than Ted anticipated, and there's a boot to the midsection.
Jimmy's a little bit upset up there right now. Ted's
becoming very aggressive. Very aggressive. The knee lift drops Ted Allen once again. Golden pulling the knee pad down. He's going to use the knee itself, but there it is again with that knee lift. And Jimmy Golden being very aggressive. we've seen it, and thus far he's done nothing illegal, and I don't want anyone to take me wrong there. Going for the and drops him on the ride. Pulls him up. He's not going to pin him from there. I'm very puzzled at this.
Well, now, you know, this is not the type of match I expected. Is it wears on here? They started shaking hands.
The fans have become suddenly quiet. Reverse neck break of the knee drop and
engine, sudden illness, unexpected injury, or a fall overboard may require boaters to seek assistance.
And may possibly be faced with a back operation for a slip disc. And Norvell, I know that this upset you because you and Jimmy were wrestling as a tag team.
Well, you're damn well right, bless statue. I'm gonna tell you, I think it's a conspiracy going around here just to hurt me and my partner Jimmy Golden, but it ain't gonna go down long. Things is funky around here. I'm talking about real funky. And what I'm gonna do, I'm set out to bring some electrified funk here to tighten up.
Ted Allen. Austin had begun teaming with Jimmy Golden when he returned to the area, and they had been relatively successful. Dog has made several moves, and Allen has been waiting.
Great counter move by Ted Allen.
Austin stalking his man with a little caution now, even more cautious than when the match began, Phil.
Well, he backs his man into the turnbuckle. He outfires that knee into the midsection and connects. Gets a count from Zach Murray.
Austin with an uppercut with the right hand. Scoops his man, takes him high, and drives him with that body slam.
I guess Norvell figured now if he couldn't go one way, he'd go the other way, and I think maybe he says, who's doing it now, referee? Little strut by Norvell, knee lift.
Driving knee lift, and the Junkyard Dog goes through some shucking and jiving, some maneuvers, and he'd better keep his eye on Ted Allen. Elbow. Allen back with a shot in the midsection, doubles Norvell up. Norvell, though, still in there with a boot. Allen in, drop kicks him, and Norvell is happy. He's ahead in the offensive department.
You can't count Ted Allen back as he sets Norvell Austin down on the canvas there.
Ted, a game young battler, and he's hanging right in there. Norvell with the hammer blow down across the top of the shoulders. A forearm drops Ted, and he caught him alongside the head with that one.
One thing about Ted Allen, you can't count him out, but you don't want to turn his back on the Junkyard Dog.
The backbreaker by Austin, and he picks his man up again. And again.
He'll catch you right in the small of the back there.
One slowed down on that one. Austin pulls him up on the 2 count, and Norvell wants to pick it up. And Ted's still there. Norvell's slowing down on him. And that's a mistake because Ted Allen looking for that opening. He found it. And Ted Allen is back in this one.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
Allen sent him to the canvas with that one. And he gets a 2 count. Norvell bails out. And Ted Allen looking very good out there.
Allen has picked up some weight over the last couple of months, and he has really put on a lot of experience on that.
Norvell threw him off the track on that one as Ted came by. Norvell derailed him and sent him flying into that corner. And Austin, the veteran that he is, found an opening himself. There's the headbutt. This could be the beginning of the end for Ted Allen. Austin, bringing him up, doesn't want to pin him now.
That's one of those eccentric 99s here. Norvell's famous for that headbutt. Fine tackle by Norvell.
That chop across the windpipe sends Ted Allen to the canvas.